Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Blessing again. Have you missed me? Because I have missed you too. Yes, I have. Okay, today is a bit of a different video because first of all, I'm going to be talking about my 7-month updates in Nigeria, how I'm finding it, what I've seen, what I've observed, etc, etc. But at the same time, I'm going to be making it kind of like a mukbang. I've got my food here. This is bulgur jollof, guys. I'm gonna change your life real quick, okay? If you like jollof rice but you don't really like to eat a lot of rice because it's not that good for you, bulgur jollof is basically jollof rice but with bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat is a healthier alternative to rice, and it's good for you. It's got protein, it's got fiber. It's just like, it's like quinoa, couscous, that kind of family. I like to eat bulgur with chicken and then plantain. So join me, grab a plate, grab a drink, but let's stop talking, let's get into it. So I came to Nigeria June 2018. It's now January 2019, so I've been here for 7 months. I've been here for 7 months, and you know what it is like? You actually just get used to it. There's nothing wild I have to report about this update. You just get used to it. Obviously, I think like if you've lived in the UK your whole life, you kind of feel like, oh, Nigeria is going to be such a big difference. It's going to feel so much difference because you hear a lot about Nigeria, and I think you just kind of build this gap between Nigeria and like the rest of the world. But it's actually not that different. Like going to uni in the UK and going to law school here, there is huge differences, but I'll come to that. But in terms of like the life you live, it's pretty much similar. I think it's different if you live on hostel. I live in an accommodation, so my experience is still kind of pretty similar to what you'd get in the UK. Like if I lived on hostel, I wouldn't necessarily have like hot water running from my taps, that kind of thing. But for the most part, you go to school as usual. You can't, like, it's the same thing. You get used to like not having light, or if you have somewhere that they have a generator schedule, having lights at certain time, not having it at certain time. I can't honestly tell you that there is a massive difference. Like I actually can't. Maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just my experiences, and maybe it's just because like I'm in school as opposed to like living an everyday life of a Nigerian. That may be it, but I honestly can't tell you that there's a huge difference for the most part. Obviously there are differences. Sometimes something will happen and you're just like, it doesn't even make sense. Like logically speaking, you yourself, you know that's mad. Like you just know. Also guys, I feel like my Nigerian accent has really come out, and I'm starting to worry that I'm gonna lose my British accent. And I know you can't hear it now when I'm talking to you, but like when I'm talking to everyone else or like people around me, like I'm very Nigerian. And then I come back here because I feel like, you know what, it's really weird because YouTube, I'm obviously talking to a camera, but it feels like I'm talking to you, like you behind the screen. Do you know what I mean? So like my British accent comes out because I feel like I'm talking to you, even though most of you aren't even British. Most of you are American. That's not the point. But when I'm talking in everyday life, I've just adopted this Nigerian accent that scares me because I feel like I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna be I can't do it now, but just know I'm very Nigerian. That being said, when I went to Manchester, I also developed a Mancunian accent in like a month, so I think that's just how I normally cope with things. Also, I went to Lagos for the first time. So many of you were telling me, you have to go to Lagos, you have to go to Lagos. I went to Lagos and I had a really good time, guys. I feel like I would have even had a better time if like I was in different circumstances. I went with different people, I stayed in a different place, but like I had a good time. And before I went to Lagos, everyone used to tell me like, oh, Lagos is so rowdy, oh, like you're not gonna like Lagos. Well, when I say everyone, I mean older people. Young people were like, you have to come to Lagos. So no, I liked Lagos. I went during Christmas time though, so I didn't really see as much of traffic as I think I would have seen if I've gone during like a normal time. But I really liked it, and you know what it was? I really felt like a tourist in Lagos. There were so many things to do. I went to the Nikkei Art Gallery. I went to the conservation center. There's so many places to eat in Lagos. I went to the Harvest. I went to Rhapsody's. Ooh, Rhapsody is really nice. Rhapsody is in Lekki. Harvester is in Lekki. I went to the Backyard, which was slightly expensive, and their Chapman is really nice, but Yeah, those are the only 3 places I think I went to eat. If you like going out to eat, you're gonna love Lagos because there were so many places. I even had like different places I could have visited. I just didn't have the time. But Lagos was really fun. I also went to the Arts and Crafts Centre in Lagos. I said centre. Wow. Okay. Market. The Arts and Crafts Market is so nice. Not nice as in, oh, it looks nice. Nice as in, I was just like mind blown. People are so creative, and you know what? Yeah, I just never like. Obviously, people are creative, but I never like deep how creative. The paintings, the things people make. It was honestly a wow and a whoa. Like, we spent so long, we got carried away. Like, they closed the market before we left because like, and the thing is like, I've always wanted like Nigerian attire, like Nigerian clothes, but I didn't have any because it's expensive to sew it in the UK. And then they had like ready-made Nigerian clothes here. I was like, oh my gosh, I went mental. I was going from shop to shop, like, oh my god. Like, it was actually really fun. I got, oh look, yeah, I got earrings, although this one is badly made, but I got like different Ankara earrings. I got lots of different Ankara outfits. I should do an Ankara lookbook. Anyway, they do paintings, they do purses, they do notebooks like Ankara, like they do waist. I got waist beads, I got ankle beads. Listen, I really went ham. I love stuff like that. I love like native things like that. So that was really fun. One thing about Lagos, it's not about Lagos, it's about people, is that like, I feel like if you're gonna go, well, it depends. It's like, it's very relative. But if you're, I don't know, young and you've heard about like Lagos nightlife, you've heard about Lagos Christmas time, I'd say go with friends, and also go with friends that you're going to stay there with, because I had a lot of people that were telling me to come to Lagos. You're gonna love Lagos, we're gonna get lit, you know, it's gonna be a fun time. And I got there and they literally disappointed me. And I feel like that's another thing, like you can't trust people too much. Like, I think if you go with someone, you know you're going to be doing things with someone, so that would be okay. And I also kind of stayed with family, and I feel like if you really want to be out there having fun then probably staying with family is not the best, because if they're like strict saying, oh, you can't go out at this time, or it kind of hampers you. And I kind of had a bit of that, but overall, like, I still had a good time, I still have fun. But like, if I wanted to go next time or for Christmas, I want to stay on my own, but my mom isn't a fan of me getting an apartment by myself. But probably go with like a friend. We both go to Lagos to experience Lagos, as opposed to going to Lagos and hoping that the people that you know in Lagos are going to show you a good time, because some of them might, but others might let you down. Okay. But I'm planning to go back though, so if you live in Lagos, please like comment down below things I should do, I should see whilst I'm in Lagos. Oh, and I went to a beach party. A private beach party, which was decent. I went to the beach, I rode a horse. I sure had fun in Lagos. Another thing about Nigeria is that the education system is very, very different. You know, in the UK, I guess there's just more research about how like different ways that people learn different things and stuff like that. So that's kind of incorporated into your learning system. Here, nobody cares how you learn. Nobody cares how you learn. You've got to be able to learn on your own. You've got to be able to figure out quickly what works best for you and how you're going to implement that. Because I can't lie to you, like literally we go there, we sit in a lecture and they just throw information at you. And everything is just higgy hagga. You know how here they have like in the UK they have seminars, they have like lecturers that kind of are more helpful. I think they're just more understand that there's different ways that people learn. Here it's like, no, come to the lecture, we throw information at you, go into groups. And the thing is, the group work is not group work, it's just kind of go into a group and just waste time. But everything is made compulsory. It's just long. I think they definitely expect you to do like a lot of the work yourself, but without giving you any help or any equipment to do that. I think elsewhere the internet is used much vastly. In other institutions you would have like an intranet, or you will have like an online space where there's information, course handout, that kind of stuff is readily available to you. Whereas here it's just like, it's kind of like word of mouth, and if you hear, you hear. And like, we're supposed to have a course handout, but we haven't been given the course handout, and we started the course in November, we're now in middle of January, we still haven't gotten a course had out. Like that kind of stuff where it's like, nothing is really, it's not efficient. Do you know what I mean? If you've watched my day in the life of a Nigerian law school student, I have like clips of my classroom, and it's just like a comedy club sometimes, because it's just very Africanized. Like the Nigerianness is put into everything, including school. So like our lecturer is teaching us, and she's teaching us using native doctors and juju and bride price and things like it's just very like, you can't help but know you're in Nigeria. You don't feel like you're in school, you feel like, and then people were praying at one point. Like I don't mind praying, I'm a Christian obviously, but praying in the lecture, and it was just, I'm preaching. A few of our lecturers are pastors, and you can tell. So like, I think that's one thing in Nigeria, that they put Nigerianness into everything. I don't know, just certain things you wouldn't expect to see in school, you see in school. And the fact that even as a postgraduate institution, like I'm in law school, we still have to wear a uniform. This is what I mean by they put Nigerianness into everything. Like you have to respect them, but not in the respect of a professional respect. Respect them like you would like an auntie. So like kneeling down for them. They say you're an adult and you're postgrad, so you're expected to do all the work yourself, but they treat you like kids in the sense that they seize your phones, they, you know, police you, they ridicule you, they call you to the front and, you know, embarrass you if you don't know the answer to stuff. So it's just things that are like, you're only getting away with this because this is Nigeria. Like, come on, this is absurd. My throat is getting cold. I'm not doing the mukbang thing again. I can't eat and talk at the same time. Another big thing I've noticed is there's such a, I mean, I kind of knew this before, but I've seen it, is there's a huge dichotomy between rich people and poor people. Like, it's so huge. And the thing is, like, you know what I realized here? If you have money, Nigeria is the place where you need to be. Because I've been visiting my friends' houses, and I've been going from house to house, like, wow. Like, I go to one person's house and I'm like, wow, this house is really nice. And I go to someone else's house and I'm like, wow, this house is a palace. If you have money in Nigeria, you'll be living a high life. Like, you have so much. This is the thing, like, whatever you can get in the UK, you can get here. Well, I mean, they import it here, but if you have money, as in, you'll be living a 10 times better life here than over there. Because realistically speaking, like, all the things that you could say are wrong, like the light thing or water, if you have money, you can literally solve all of that. Because if you have enough money, you could just always have a generator on whenever there's not light. Also, like, from what I've seen, where you live, the richer the place, the more light you will have anyway. But you could get an inverter. If you have an inverter, you can pretty much, it will seem like you have light 24 hours anyway. Whatever it is that you want in life, if you have money here, you can achieve. And it's just like, you meet someone who's like so rich that certain things doesn't even occur to them. Like, even on the base level, like where I live now, like, people can afford to not have to cook because they can just buy each meal, and it's not something that they think about because their parents have money. Whereas there are other people that can't even afford to get a taxi, they have to get Okada, motorbikes everywhere. Like, it's such a huge, like, I feel like there's very, very few people who are actually comfortably in between. And what I've seen is very funny is all the people that have money, their children are going abroad to study. The people that have money and their children study in Nigeria are probably the ones that would be seen more as like the comfortable people. Or even using law school terms, you could be like, there are those who studied abroad, there are those who can afford to pay their school fees, and then there are those who are still like, they're asking people to help them pay their school fees because they can't afford it. And also, like, you can see the kind of, I don't know, there's kind of like a disdain between people who live in Nigeria and those who studied abroad or those who come from abroad. People who probably aren't doing so well are very, very resentful towards people that are doing well or happen to be privileged. Like, even the lecturers will be taking shots at people who studied abroad, and it's just like, I get it, but at the same time, that doesn't help anyone, because realistically, we are all Nigerians and we still have to live in Nigeria. I don't know. I just find it very interesting. But I think Overall, 7 months in, I really do like Nigeria. Not having easy access to chocolate still hurts regardless. And someone was like, yeah, you can buy chocolate anywhere. No, you can't. No, you can't. First of all, in my village, they don't even sell it like that. And secondly, when I go to town, it's very expensive. Like, it's very expensive, which makes sense because they import it. But Nigeria grows cocoa, so I don't know why we don't make our own chocolate, but that's besides the point. But it's very expensive. Like, if I wanted to buy 3 packs of M&M, which is like £3 in London, it would cost me almost 5,000 here, which is almost £10. So, like, I'm not balling like that to be going and spending, like, it's not the same. But you know, I've gotten very used to it, and I can actually see myself spending more time here. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not at the point yet where I'm like, I don't want to go back to the UK. I do. I miss it. I miss my family. I want them. Oh, and another thing, random trash guys everywhere. There's trash guys in the UK, there's trash guys in Nigeria. So all them ones that told me you're coming to the Nigeria to find your husband, lies, because the guys here are just as trash. Sidebar, okay? But no, yeah, I'm enjoying my time here. I definitely don't regret it, because a lot of people still kind of get on me like, why did you come to Nigeria if you don't want to practice here? I wanted the new experience. I wanted to enjoy my life. I wanted to see what else was out there. I wanted to reconnect with my roots, where I'm from. Like, I feel like a tourist, which is wrong. And broaden my horizon, network, meet new people, have new experiences, and I've achieved all of that. I have loved every single minute of being in Nigeria. I feel like I made the right decision. I wouldn't take it back. I'm learning, I'm growing. It's made me so much more open, so much more stronger. Like, I have a lot of like health issues, and back in London, like, my mom was always there, my dad was always there. Whenever I'm going through something, they would be there to take me to the hospital, to bring me food. I have to deal with all of that on my own here, and it strengthens you. Like, before I came to Nigeria, I'd never like flown on a plane on my own. I've never traveled anywhere on my own, and now I'm always on a plane on my own. And it's teaching me about myself. It's helping me grow. I'm learning to be on my own, to be comfortable. I'm growing my relationship with God. I'm becoming a better person. I'm growing a wider network. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I feel like I made the right decision, and it really annoys me. It grates me when people are like, oh, how can you leave the UK to come to Nigeria? There isn't. People are making it here. Like, let's not get it twisted. My house in the UK and the house of almost every single person that I've visited in Nigeria cannot be compared. Their house is far nicer. So I don't think being in the UK or in and of its own is like an achievement. It's not. You can be more comfortable there. If you don't have money, you're still going to be comfortable in the UK. If you don't have money in Nigeria, and a lot of it, you're not going to be comfortable. Like, it's going to be harder for you here. No doubt. I don't doubt it in the slightest. And I think it's harder here. Nepotism is a thing. Oh my gosh, that's the one thing that's mad. Like, who you know is basically it. If you don't know anyone, you don't have connections, you don't have money, you will struggle here. Fair enough. That's wrong. That's bad. But are people making it? Yeah. And obviously, I understand my privilege. I understand I can only say this because I have a British passport. Whenever I do want to go back, I can hop on a plane and go back. Like, it's never going to be, by the grace of God, that difficult for me. I'm not going to be struggling to the point where I have nothing to do. Like, if Nigeria doesn't bang, if I don't find a good job, if I'm no longer enjoying it, I can just be like, peace. And like, I've got, you know, a family waiting for me in the UK, and I'll just get another job. Like, I get that, I understand that, but at the end of the day, I don't know, there's just so much I could say about everything. But I feel like we've talked enough. I'm gonna end it here. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below what else you want me to talk about, my experience being here. Let me know if you want to see my Ankara lookbook. Let me know what else you want to see. I'm trying to give you guys diverse content this year. I'm gonna, you know, try and be there with the Yoruba content, but also try and be there with the everything else content. You can follow me on my personal Instagram, coco_infusion, or you can follow me on my Yoruba Instagram, yoruba_lessons. I think that's it. I'm gonna end this video here. It's gone on for far too long, but I like catching up with you guys. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, share it, and turn on your notifications, because if you're missing my notifications, you know. All right, bye guys.